Nerd. So I was recently having a discussion about vampires, and there's a lot of different movies that are out there about vampires, but one of the ones I don't really hear too much about is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Not that one. Yeah, that one. It's a movie from the 90s, and honestly, it's an interesting one. I'm Josh, that nerdy rabbit, and I'll be doing a review of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Most people really remember the TV show with Sarah Michelle Gellar, but there really isn't a lot of people who remember the old movie that came out. Of course, because it was kind of swept under the rug. A lot of people didn't like it, and even the own creator, Joss Whedon, didn't even like it, from everything that I've ever read. In all honesty, I do. And it's really interesting. I mean, to put it bluntly, though, the movie sucks. It really does. But I'm going to give you some reasons why it's actually a good movie. This movie came out in 1992, and it stars Christy Swanson as Buffy, who's a valley girl who is also destined to become the chosen one who kills vampires. Yeah, kind of weird. Now, this movie also stars Luke Perry, and I know a lot of the older generation will remember him from 90210. There's Donald Sutherland, who has been in a lot of different films over the years. Then there's the villain, played by Rutger Hauer. And if you've ever seen Blade Runner, you'd recognize him as one of the androids, or the replicants. Let's put it that way, the replicants. Let's not say androids, because it's technically not what they are. Then there's another vampire played by Paul Rubens. And everybody knows who Paul Rubens is, but they may not know him as Paul Rubens. They may know him as Pee Wee Herman. Very weird to see him out of the Pee Wee Herman role. You have other smaller roles portrayed by David Arquette, which some people might remember from Scream. And there's even a small role from Hilary Swank. She plays a very bit role, but yeah, kind of weird to see some of these actors before they became famous. And there's even a small cameo, let's say cameo, because it's technically not a cameo for the time, of Ben Affleck, the Batfleck. Then there's an awesome role that's portrayed by Stephen Root, who a lot of you might remember as Milton from Office Space. If you haven't seen that movie, that's one of those ones I would definitely say, go watch it. Go watch it now. Or after you finish this video. Then go watch it. So what this movie is about Buffy, a typical valley girl from the 90s who is, it turns out to be the chosen one to kill one of the leaders of the vampires. Or in this one, it seems like the leader of the vampires.
All right, let me get this straight, okay? You want me to go to the graveyard with you because I'm the chosen one and there are vampires?
Yes.
Does Elvis talk to you? Does he tell you to do things? Do you see spots?
And it really, really has a lot of different tropes that pull from the 90s.
Oh man, there were vampires out there, man. Oh my god.
So as I said, this movie is stupid. But it's more in that fun way of being stupid. You know, where you just kind of turn your brain off and enjoy what you're watching for the fun of it. Now, I will say it has some very cheesy dialogue in it.
Admit it, Buffy. Aren't there times when you just feel less than fresh?
It has some very cheesy fight scenes in it.
And now, you're a coat rack.
But every character in the movie is played really well. And it makes for some interesting stuff. I don't really want to spoil too much because a lot of it's kind of the jokes that they have in there. But I would definitely recommend going to go check this one out if you're looking for something that's just good fun to kind of shut down and laugh at. I hope that you enjoyed my short review of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content that I put out, hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you know when I put more content out. I've been working on doing some more movie reviews, and I do a lot of discussion type of stuff with my own thoughts and opinions on some of the other nerd culture stuff that's out there.